Hi everybody, this is Dana again. You might be getting two videos from me today. So I just wanted to come and say, oh, thank you again for subscribing to my channel. I saw some of the comments section in the comment section of one of my videos. There was a question about what are the benefits to living in North Dakota. Well, first off, I'd like to say that living in North Dakota, I've been here for about 4 years, and I moved here initially for job opportunities, to get stability, to just launch my career. I had been in a position where I was really looking for a job where I was originally living for about 2 years before I was like, I'm not finding anything. I need to get out of here. So here I come, North Dakota. I did do a job search, and I placed I had applied to a job, and I honestly didn't think I'd hear back, but I did, and I moved to small town North Dakota in March of 2015. So the benefits that I found for living in North Dakota have been that I found great career opportunities. Once I got here, I worked in that initial position for almost 2 years, and then I switched to another position, which I worked for 2 years solid. And they were both substantial, very in demand careers, and I enjoyed both of them. And so, as I've sat here, as I've contemplated my next step, I'm like, do I move or do I take advantage of the job market that is pretty prevalent in North Dakota? And that's one of the things that I really think about North Dakota is it has a thriving job market. Some of the sparsely populated states like South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, I've seen great jobs there. You can go there and find, I believe, great career opportunities. So I would say the first benefit of living in North Dakota is the job market has been great. Second is the relative safety of the communities that I've lived in. I worked in the criminal justice field in both positions, and although I was like front row and center to, crime as it was occurring, I can say that it was relatively safe to live there. And the city I lived in a small town for over 2 years, and then I've lived in a bigger city for almost 2 years, coming up in, I believe, July of this year. And there's just been no concern for my safety. I mean, I don't think I walk around. I walk around still with, I grew up in a big city, so I have the natural tendencies that you would have, locking your doors and, just basically making sure your surroundings are safe. But yeah, like I've left my house at like relatively late times of the evening and have felt no concern for anything bad happening, and so that's great. I've also appreciated the small town nature. So you're not like, I remember there was a time where I was going to work, and there would be these streets that would, if you travel them a certain time of the day, would be traffic. And of course, it absolutely could not compare to traffic in a bigger city, but it'd be, maybe a 2-3 minute wait before you could get through the intersection. So that's the type of traffic that I would face at the most living in North Dakota, was like a 2-3 minute delay in my morning commute. Another thing I think is there's a genuine friendliness about the people. I've come to find I've heard the term North Dakota nice. And that is, I would say it's your general, I respect you. I will be cordial to you. I'll make chit chat with you in the grocery store, or, over in the coffee shop. And, for the most part, that's good. You don't necessarily feel like you are being isolated because people are generally friendly. So now that, of course, doesn't necessarily always lend itself to deep, meaningful relationships, but you can at least say, I feel respected. I felt that at least. Another benefit of living in North Dakota are the roads. The highways in North Dakota are like, they're phenomenal. I don't know after this last winter that's the case. I haven't really driven too much on the interstate. Actually, I have had a few instances where I've been on the interstate, but the way the state of North Dakota handles their roads is very impressive. I mean, now when it's gotten really cold and icy, they will shut the highway down if it gets that bad. But for the most part, your travel time is great, and you're able to drive these long stretches of highway on smooth pavement. Like, for whatever reason, the state, you can count on there being road construction in the summertime, and maybe that's why the roads are so smooth, because they continue to have road construction. Like, I think every year I've been here, there have been significant parts of the interstate under construction, and it's like, what's wrong? Like, I wouldn't know what was actually needing to be fixed, but maybe that's why they are so smooth, because they have ongoing road construction over the summer months. Another thing is the high speed limit, which, I mean, I came from an environment, I think the speed limit was like 60, 65, but in North Dakota it is 75 on the interstate, so that's nice. So that you could just kind of get to places that are literally maybe 60, 70 miles away, and you could get there in less than an hour because the speed limit allows you to. Let's see. So those are the things that come to mind. This video is impromptu. I was just reading through some of my comments and thought I'd come on and, just say, hey, these are some of the benefits of living in North Dakota. And I can come up with some negatives or drawbacks too, so I will think about those and come back with that video at a later time. But thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share if you found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.